What's going on, guys? This is Rob, and if you're enjoying the content here on my channel, then make sure you hit the like button and make sure you hit subscribe so you can help decide what direction the content on my channel goes in the foreseeable future. So I'm sitting here enjoying a casual morning, like I'm eating some steak and eggs and I'm drinking some coffee and I'm having a good morning. I'm reading over some comics that I missed over the course of the last, week or so. And suddenly like my Twitter feed starts blowing up. For those of you guys who don't know, I have my Twitter feed going directly to my Mac. Like it goes directly to my desktop. So I see Twitter, see tweets from you guys as they begin to pop up, which I get tons of them. But sometimes they catch my attention and that's why I reply to a lot of the tweets that you guys send. Suddenly my Twitter account starts blowing up and people are asking me all these questions. What do you think about Fox going to Disney? What do you guys think about like the X-Men and the Fantastic Four over at Disney? And I'm just like, what? That's crazy talk. Like this, no, Fox would never sell the X-Men and the Fantastic Four at Disney. My God, man. Okay, so I jump online and I start looking at like news and stuff. And what am I seeing everywhere? 21st Century Fox may sell to Disney. Disney might buy it. I didn't even know there was a 21st Century Fox. I have no idea what that is. I knew there was 20th Century Fox. I don't even know what 21st Century Fox is, but supposedly they're the ones that are holding on to the rights for like the X-Men, Fantastic Four and all that kind of stuff. And Disney is supposedly going to buy it, or at least they're in deals for that. Let me tell you something. What kind of money does Disney have? Disney's just like, hey man, you know what? Like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the characters are kind of running low. Nobody wants to go see a movie about Moon Knight, but we got to find a way to get like the X-Men, the Fantastic Four back. So you know what we're going to do? We're just going to buy the whole studio. That's crazy. That's the craziest thing I ever, man, I wish I had that. Man, I wish I had that kind of money. That's crazy. Just buying whole movie studios because you're just like, whatever. Anyway, if it's true that Disney is getting the X-Men and the Fantastic Four, man, let me tell you something. Disney, I want to see Jonathan Hickman's Fantastic Four. I want to see it now. I want to see it right now. Dude, that movie, dude, let me tell you something, man. If Jonathan Hickman's Fantastic Four became a movie, it'd be the greatest movie ever. You guys, man, y'all have no idea. Check this out, all right? So like Reed Richards has this genius idea. All right, we're going to run over the whole plot for Jonathan Hickman's Fantastic Four. I regret nothing. So like Reed Richards has this genius idea, right? That he's like, okay, I want to like solve the problem of everything. And then like along the way, or at least like right before that, Norman Osborn had become director of S.H.I.E.L.D. because like Tony Stark was director for a while after the events of Civil War. Then Secret Invasion happened where like Skrulls were replacing everybody. And then they're just like, how did you not know this was happening, man? It's kind of a big deal. So they kicked him out and they put Norman Osborn in his place because, comic logic, he does what all bad guys do and like dismantles it and does bad guy stuff. So he tries to conquer the world, right? Like the Fantastic Four tie-in for this whole thing is Reed is talking into a portal and there's voices talking back to him. So you're like, all right, man, Reed Richards is going crazy, right? Whatever. So like the whole thing kicks off and it goes into like Hickman's run. And you find out these voices are like alternate reality versions of Reed Richards that have all like done something crazy. Like they basically abandoned their families and they focus on this thing called the Council of Reeds, which is just like this council of interdimensional Reed Richards, some of whom have the Infinity Gauntlet, some of whom got the powers of Johnny Storm instead of the ability to stretch, some became like got the powers of Susan Storm. It's absolutely crazy. While all this happens, while all this stuff is going on, Reed's like hanging out with the Council of Reeds. This like grizzled old guy like shows up in the Baxter building, right? And then like he goes looking for Franklin and Valeria. You're like, oh my God, man, things are popping off. Like nobody knows who this guy is. All right, Fantastic Four show up. They're like, what are you doing with our kids? Dude puts up a force field and nobody can get through it. Then he grabs like the kid Franklin Richards, this little reality warping kid whose powers had been dormant for like 10 years in Marvel Comics. Like he says something to him and you don't know what it is. Then he goes to Valeria, the daughter of Reed Richards and Susan Storm, says something to her and you don't know what it is, and then leaves. And then like that night, Franklin Richards makes like a universe in his bed. He's like, you know what? I'm a kid, whatever. I just be curious. What would it be like if I made a universe? Like, let's do that. Let's just like make a universe because I'm Franklin Richards. Like the whole story begins to unfold. You start going into the future with this old man, like things are popping off. You have no idea what's happening. There's like the War of the Four Cities where you find out that like the Inhumans on Earth that nobody cares about also have Inhumans on other planets that nobody still cares about. And like they end up going to war against each other and like all kinds of crazy things are popping off. Dude, like the greatest moment ever. Okay, so like Annihilus was this villain from an alternate universe, from like a whole nother place called the Negative Zone, who like invaded the main Marvel. Dude, he invaded the whole universe and like attacked everything with bugs and stuff. That was a story called Annihilation. It was amazing. While all this is going on, Annihilus gets defeated. He gets confined back to the Phantom Zone. Somebody breaks in. I think it's like Norman Osborn or somebody like that. Somebody breaks in, and like Franklin Richards like freaks out, shoots him with a fake gun that fires real bullets because he can like warp reality. But anyway, somebody does something and it ends up opening up the portal to the negative zone. So like the Fantastic Four go in and they're like, all right, we gotta fix this. And then like Johnny Storm's like, man, you guys gotta get out of here. Everybody's gotta go. You know, dude, I'm leaving all kinds of stuff. I'm all over the place with the story. But like Johnny Storm's like, man, y'all gotta go. It's cool. So like Johnny Storm's the last one in there, and like the portal closes behind him. He just turns around in like the greatest moment in comic book history, and is like, flame on! It's the coolest thing ever, dude. He's like the last man standing, unleashing holy hell on the forces of Annihilus. Dude went out like a hero. Anyway, the story goes on, and like Galactus shows up on Earth, and there's weird things like the future of the Old Man Logan universe, like that story. It literally crosses everything in the Marvel universe. But like Galactus shows up because like a future version of himself like crash lands in the present day and is dead on Earth, and like the Silver Surfer finds it, and he's like, I have no idea what's going on. And you're reading the story, and you have no idea what's going on. Silver Surfer goes and tells Galactus. Galactus shows up on Earth and is like, Reed, answer me. What's going on? Like, explain. And so Reed's just like, all right, so here's everything that happened. So Galactus is like, okay, come with me. So he goes to the Galactus, and Galactus is like, all right, man, I don't know if you know, but like your son's powers are back at 100%. And like, we need to have a conversation about this because like I'm Galactus and like I'm dwarfed by the power of this kid. We need to figure out what's going on. Reed's got no time for that, right? Like he's going back, hanging out with the Council of Reeds. One of the guys of the Council of Reeds went to an alternate universe to try to like fix things. And like the Celestials in that universe went crazy, started calling themselves like the Mad Celestials, conquered the whole universe, forced everybody to worship them. Anybody who didn't, they killed. And like they follow this alternate version of Reed back to like the Council of Reeds. And the Mad Celestials are like, dude, there's like this place, this nexus in like all of space time, and we can access all the other universes out there. We can conquer everything. So like they follow them back, all hell breaks loose. They attack the Council of Reeds. People are freaking out. The Infinity Gauntlets don't work because they're not in their home universe. And so like everything's going absolutely nuts. So like the main Marvel Universe Reeds is like, gotta go. And so like he pieces out, comes back with guns and everything. Whole conflict ends, it all settles down. And they're like, okay, that's that. Then like the story progresses for a little while, some stuff happens. Reed Richards has like the Future Foundation, which is basically just like all the smartest kids in the world hanging out with Reed. Like it picks up with like near the end of the story, right? Like Susan Storm gets a visit from like this girl, and you're like, what in the heck is going on? Like, who is this chick? And she's like, oh, hey, I'm your daughter from the future. But just so you know, things are gonna get like super bad because like Reed messed around with the Council of Reeds, and like it's gonna lead to like the end of all things. So like when things get at their worst, just pray or something, and then like maybe your prayers will get answered, you know, toodaloo, and like bails off to the future. So you're just kind of like, all right, this is crazy. So like the whole thing happens, like the Mad Celestials show up on the universe. The Earth is being attacked by like all these different aliens and stuff. And so like Galactus shows up, like Reed summons him, and Galactus is like, this is not why I told you to summon me. And he's like, yeah, man, but like look at the Earth, like it's being attacked. And he's like, whatever, I'll take care of it. Obliterates like 2/3 of the ship. The rest are just like, yep, not messing with that. They bail out, all right, they take off. So like Galactus is here, and he's like, okay, this is the reason I've come. And you're like, what's the reason he's come? And then like the Mad Celestials show up. So you're just like, oh my God, things are about to get crazy. These like crazy, godly, powerful characters of Mad Celestials are about to face off against Galactus, and it's gonna be awesome. Galactus gets wrecked. Like he gets totally obliterated. Like they all like converge into like one giant celestial and attack Galactus, and then like they start attacking the Fantastic Four, and Susan Storm's like barely holding on. And then there's like a bright light from the sky, and like Franklin Richards and Valeria Richards from the future show up, and you're just like, oh my God. So then like things start getting crazy, right? Like at that point, things start getting bonkers. All right, so like Franklin shows up and talks to like his younger self. He's like, hey man, did you do what I tell you to do? And he's like, yeah man, I held all my power. Come to find out, this grizzled old man from the future was Franklin Richards from the future. And over the course and like the background of everything that was going on, he was teaching his childhood self how to use his powers and like how to hold on to them. So like adult Franklin Richards takes like the powers of his younger self and like combines them with his own power. So he's like twice as powerful. He's like God times 2. So like Galactus is like gone and unconscious, right? So like Franklin Richards goes to fight the Celestials, like the Mad Celestials, he's getting wrecked, and then he's just like, rise to me, my Galactus, and like resurrects Galactus from the dead. And I was like, oh my God, dude, this dude just resurrected Galactus. Dude, this is the craziest thing I ever seen. And so like Galactus and Franklin Richards are like fighting against the Mad Celestials, and then like they win, like they end up obliterating the Celestials in their entirety. And then like Galactus and Franklin Richards like go off into like the far side of the universe. Galactus is like, yeah man, so like I guess you're God now. Dude, that's Hickman's Fantastic Four, and it's amazing. I can't believe we just ran over that whole thing. We were all over the place, but it's such a great great story. Imagine that in the Marvel Cinematic Universe with like Iron Man and like Captain America and all that kind of stuff. Like, imagine all that happening. Like, dude, it'd be the craziest thing ever because like they were in that story. And it was like, dude, it's one of the coolest things to ever happen. Man, dude, I really hope this is true. Man, I'm getting excited right now. I really hope this is true. Like, I really, for real and for true, super hope this is true. Because if it is, dude, it'd be insane. I mean, imagine like Avengers versus X-Men. Dude, man, you think Infinity War would sell tickets? Imagine you see a trailer for like Avengers versus the X-Men. Dude, man, let me tell you something, man. You wouldn't be able to get tickets for weeks to go see that movie. It would be insane. It'd be like when Jaws first came out. Just folks lined around the movie theater waiting like 9 hours to get in and see that. Dude, it'd be the coolest thing ever. It would be so amazing, man. It'd be the coolest thing, like with the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe. Man, things will blow up. Like they'd be making movies for the next like 50 years. Man, it would be bonkers. Man, I really hope it's true. I so hope it's true. This is absolutely crazy. I don't even know how to end this video. I don't even know where to go from here. Right now, post some comments. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys think it's true or not. If it is true, let me know. If you guys think it's true, whatever, we're just gonna swing for the fences and say it is true. All right, so we're gonna say it's true. What story would you want to see them do in movie form? Punisher kills the Marvel Universe. I'd pay $50 to go see that movie. I'd pay an exorbitant amount of money. I mean, I pay $50 already because movie theaters are so damn expensive. But man, I'd pay top dollar to go see that movie. I'd pay good money to go see that movie. But let me know what movie you guys would want to see if the X-Men actually end up joining the Marvel Cinematic Universe alongside the Fantastic Four. God knows somebody needs to make good movies about them because Fox ain't been doing it for like 10 years. So anyway, let me know what you guys think and I will catch you all later. Peace.